Today we're going on an adventure. I cannot speak Hawaiian, so you're just going to have to read the signs. We're going to stop at 3 places. The first is a quaint little town on the coast with a little bit of beach. Here it is right here, coming up right now. You can read the sign, I can't say it. We're almost there. We have to take a cutoff on the highway. Alberta was entranced with the mountains, and we had to stop and take pictures of them. They're the same mountains, but we had to stop and take pictures of them. This grass growing on the side of the road is pampas grass, and it is very sharp and about 4 to 5 feet high. It really acts as a natural fence, keeping people out of the farming area. It's not. And here we are. This is the little historic town I was telling you about. It's just as cute as the sign says. And there's the beach I was telling you about. Very sublime. So different than down in Honolulu. We saw people camping on the beach, probably homeless. Here's a tent right here. No one was in it, so don't know where they were. And these roosters, chickens, whatever you want to call them, here's the history on them. They are native to the islands and have been there a long time and have their own way. One of the places that Alberta wanted to go was North Shore Goodies, where they have coconut peanut butter. A small jar cost $9.99, but it was so good. Now we were ready for lunch, and we had to backtrack and stop at a food truck park where we had all kinds of goodies to look at, but we finally decided on probably the best fish and chips we ever ate. Once our bellies were full, we were ready to leave and head on up to the falls. We're not too far away now. The botanical gardens are privately owned and have had many owners throughout the years. There is a $10 fee to go in and a $10 fee if you want to ride the tram up the 3/4 of a mile to the falls. All proceeds go to take care of the park, to replant it, and pay the employees. Here you can see we just went in and I'm waiting for the tram. I'm exhausted already. I'm wearing my new camera on my head, and it's sort of like a GoPro, and I'm not used to it, but this is the view from the tram on my side. You can see how lush and green the vegetation is. It's very well taken care of. We saw workers along the way planting and replanting plants, keeping it up. It is quite amazing. I can see that we're coming up to our stop ahead, where we will disembark the tram and we will walk the rest of the way up to the waterfalls. Right ahead of us is the creek where we can look out at the falls and look down at the creek where the water flows into. The sign tells us a little bit about the falls. If you want to try and read it, you can pause the video and see if you can read it. I can't read it. But basically it tells you that the falls are run as heavy as the rainfall. Like all waterfalls, there is a pool that it dumps into, and visitors are allowed to go swimming there as long as they put on a free life jacket. There are lifeguards on duty. I saw a lady coming out of a dressing room, and I asked her how she liked it, and her response was, "Brr, it's cold." But she said it was really nice once she got in the water. Here we are at the falls. You can see on your right, you can see the life jackets and the lifeguards, people in bathing suits. A little bit of a rough trek down there, but there's plenty of room for observers like me in Alberta. Very beautiful. Well, we're riding the tram down now, and if this looks tilted, it is tilted. Alberta told me I put my camera on crookedly. So you don't have to bend your neck. It's the same as going up. Over here, we get a brief look at the lily pond. We'll see it a little bit better in a moment. This is a lily pond like none you've ever seen before. They are humongous. Coming around the corner so we can get a better look. I can't remember the name of them. You might have to look it up. They are like a saucer. And I believe the upturned sides of them are very sharp. You can see how large they are. They can support a number of birds on them. And this, I think this is called the grandfather, and all of these lily pads come off of him. Here's a sign that tells you about it. Again, you might want to pause it and see if you can read it. Well, we're almost at the end of our journey, and Alberta looks exhausted. I think I'll let her drive in peace and just rest on the way home. But first, Alberta, I want to thank you for a wonderful day.